Alrighty, got a few little bits and pieces here. I used to get a few of these from a certain person, and these were ones they gave to somebody else and they haven't used them, so they decided to give them to me. And, little Australian military symbol. Nothing has a use by date on all this military food. It only has a packed date. Never mind those. These are good ones. It's got all the different things in there. They used to have chili sauce, and it wasn't actual chili. It was like tomato paste with some sort of a bloomin' like citric acid or something in it, like what you have in, you know, the rind of oranges and that. And it was shit. And now they have actual real chili sauce instead of the fake stuff. That's right, it's manufactured in New Zealand. A lot of our MREs technically are. But they are changing contracts and trying to get them made more here. But the vast majority of our military food is made by the neighbours. Fortunately, we have a very, very close military pact with the neighbours. In fact, the neighbours have got rid of their Air Force and told us to take care of the situation instead. No crap. And let me tell you, their Air Force was crap. Had about 20 of these tiny little planes that were just so outdated it was not funny. Yeah, there's also freeze-dried stuff. I've had this freeze-dried beef stew. And holy smoke, when you add the water and cook it a little bit, it's just like, whoo, brilliant. It's better than home cooked food. A lot of our stuff is actually really seriously good, our military food. But I can't buy this. And it's actually illegal for people in the military to sell it in case they keep making too much money on the side, especially the guys in warehousing trying to make a few extra dollars on the side. So you can't buy the old ones off the army either. No joke. But the freeze-dried stuff comes in different packets. It's like an alfoil packet, and you're supposed to add water into it, and then you can actually light like your little hexamine blocks or whatever in your little hexamine stove, or have a bit of a campfire or whatever, and you actually sit the packet in the campfire slightly, and it comes sort of slim, and it has instructions that you're basically supposed to beat up the bottom to make the bottom flat, so you can then sit it in the coals of a campfire. And that's the beef stew that was freeze-dried that I had. But I've had heaps of different types of these, but this is only two that I recently got, because I never showed the others, and I probably should have. But yeah, a lot of the packaging looks a lot more better than this computer printed stuff usually. And the funny thing is, sometimes I have cans of tuna which is just a standard off the shelf stuff, not in this khaki green colour. And they even, I shit you not, they have lollies in it. I believe they have lollies in the American ones too. We have very cheapo lollies in there. And they used to even have cooking chocolate, big block of chocolate in the green like this as cooking chocolate. But most of their lollies are just real cheap ones that are not in the khaki. And yeah, not surprisingly, they have the little Vegemite ones as well. They always give you so many teas and sugars, it's just ridiculous. The tea is ridiculous. It's a little packet and you've got to tear open the pack, and then you pull that out and there's like a little motel packet in that, so you undo that as well, and then you finally get your tea bag out. And the tea and coffee, I'll tell you, aren't terribly flaming brilliant, but the food is flipping good. So yeah. Well, it might look like somebody had a shit in the bag, but trust me, this tastes frickin' good. And that's the beef teriyaki. I'll show you the other one in a second. Alrighty, before I eat all this, that's your other gear. Oh, looks pretty crap, but it tastes pretty good. That's chicken Italiano, as you notice. Give it a little squeeze on either side and it'll sit on a table without a problem. These are the plastic packets, not the aluminium ones I was mentioning before. I can taste rosemary in that straight away. It's got it listed as having heaps of damn things, including herbs. But yeah, it's flaming good stuff, and even if you eat it cold, it's still good. You know, it won't give you indigestion or anything like that. It's certainly not to be flaming snobbed. I reckon was probably, from what I've seen, one of the best meal setups for any army. Is probably our stuff, until the British upgraded theirs from being very plain to being quite good, and they probably have a bigger selection than we do now. I think they've got 22 different kinds of meals, British ones, and we've got, like, you know, maybe 8 or something like that. But yeah. Okay, well, that's your chicken soup. Most of it's maltodextrin from wheat and basically potato starch, and then a whole stack of other herbs and bits and pieces. Caster sugar, vegetable protein, dehydrated onions, blah blah blah. Yeah. Believe it or not, this is the beef one. That is actually made in Australia. And there we go. So it looks like it's sort of thick enough. Not super thick, but it is only a soup though. That's about the recommended amount of water. You definitely see there's a little bit of sort of goodness in all of that. I'm not saying that all this stock crap's great, but they do actually make a point of trying to put potato in it, so you're going to get some energy out of it.